For most of perfume history, the goal was very clear. It was to create a scent that appeals to the largest number of people possible. Companies always ask the same question: how do we create a fragrance that suits everyone? How do we make the scent acceptable, understandable, and safe? But in recent years, a different question began to appear, a completely opposite question. What if we created a perfume that doesn't suit everyone? What if we created a perfume that only suits one person? A simple idea that changes everything. A perfume designed for one person is often called Bespoke Perfume, a fragrance made specifically for you. Not a variation of an existing scent, not a limited edition, but an entirely new formula. A scent no one else owns, but this idea is not entirely new. In the 19th century, before perfume became a massive industry, the perfumer was a craftsman. In cities like Paris, London, and some perfumers created some custom scents for specific clients, sometimes for nobility, sometimes for wealthy patrons. The perfumer would sit with the client, listen to the story, understand their taste, then begin experimenting. Blend, smell, adjust, and try it again, until reaching a scent that resembled a person. But with the arrival of the 20th century, everything changed. When perfume became an industry as companies expanded, fragrances began to be produced in large quantities. The goal was no longer one person, but millions of people. Perfume became a global product. You could buy it in Paris, in Tokyo, in New York, in Dubai, everywhere. And this made perfume more accessible, but less personal. Why did personal and perfume return? In the last decade, the consumer began to change. People started looking for something different, not just something beautiful, but something that represents them. In a world where everything feels similar, a person wants something that says, "This is me." Perfume became part of identity, like the way you dress, or the music you listen to, or the places you love. And here, the idea of personal perfume began to return once again. How are these perfumes created? The experience usually begins with a long session with a perfumer. Not just a conversation about fragrance, but about life. The perfumer may ask, what scents do you love? What places make you feel at peace? Do you love the sea or forest? Do you prefer warm scents or fresh ones? All these details turn into an idea, then turn into an initial formula. The perfumer creates the first version, then the client tests it. Sometimes the formula is adjusted once, twice, or 3 times, until the scent reaches its final form. This process may take weeks, sometimes months, but the result is a fragrance unlike any other. A commercial perfume is designed to please many people. A personal perfume is designed to please only one person. That is why it can be strange, mysterious, or unexpected, because the goal is not the market, but the individual. A personal perfume often carries a story. It may be connected to a memory, a trip, a place, or an important moment in someone's life. Every time the person wears it, the moment returns. And this makes the relationship with the perfume completely different. Not just a product, but a memory. Why isn't this more widespread? The reason is simple: time and cost. A personal perfume requires a long process and many trials. That is why it remains a special experience. But the direction is clear. People are searching for more individuality and less similarity. With the development of technology, this process may become easier. Digital systems may help analyze taste and assist perfumers in developing formulas faster. But despite all that, one thing remains important. A personal perfume always begins with the human being. In the beginning, the perfumer knew his clients, created special scents for them. Then industry came and made perfume a global product. And today, we see the circle completing itself. Perfume returns once again to the individual, not to the market, not to the advertising, but to the human being. But while perfume returns to the individual, something else is happening in the background. The world itself is changing. Technology is entering everything: music, films, books, even art. And now it has begun entering the world of fragrance too. The question is no longer, can every person have their own perfume? It has become a bigger question. Can technology change the way we discover fragrance? Can it help us experience scent differently? Can it take scent outside the bottle? In the next episode, we enter a completely different world, perfume outside the bottle when technology began changing the scent experience. That was all for today's video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and as always, stay scented.